And he is the founder, the president of the group BOND, the Brotherhood Organization for a New Destiny Action, which I am a proud board member, the Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson. Good to see you guys. Welcome back to the show.
I got to first say that we'll celebrate our 20-year anniversary at BOND. And what a lot of people don't know is that you helped the military. Most people know about that. But for the last 20 years, you've helped hundreds and hundreds of young black men and boys get their life together, and they all want to thank you, and I thank you for that.
You're doing the hard work.
You've been there from day one, and we appreciate that.
I appreciate what you do.
But to be honest with you, this whole thing is, I remember George Washington built America based on truth. Barack Obama is destroying America based on lies. This thing is about the redistribution of wealth. It's about black liberation theology. Obama lied during the primaries. He's been lying ever since. And the sad thing about it, most Americans starting to see it, but they don't realize that they've been seduced by this man, and he doesn't care about what is right. We see what he's doing, bowing down to everybody around the country, around the world. Look what is happening in Israel right now. He's never really supported Israel. This guy is not on our side. Obama, in all honesty, is the Congressional Black Caucus. He is Louis Farrakhan. He is Reverend Wright, his minister. He's all of them wrapped up in one, and he's going to, if we allow this health care thing to happen, he's going to turn America into Detroit, and we cannot let this happen. At one point I thought that it would not pass, but something happens once Obama takes these people into a private room. I don't know.
Or Air Force One. Yeah,
or give them a ride on the plane, but I don't know. I hope that it doesn't, and if it does, it is over for America.
Well, let me back you off the ledge just a hair, because if it passes, we still have the Senate. We still have the Byrd rule. We still have a lot of this is going to be sent back to the House. I don't want people to lose hope, because there's still a fight left in this if that happens.
Sean, I'm not losing hope. I have a lot of hope. This is definitely going to pass in the House. And in fact, I think it's
Why don't they have the votes now?
Well, I think they do have the votes now, but we have a lot of grandstanding Democrats who are going to drag this out so they can get the spotlight, just like Republicans do. You know, it's politics.
Do they want the spotlight, or do they want our money? Are they looking for the handout? Are they looking for the bribe with the taxpayer money?
Well, President Obama and Nancy Pelosi have said that is not an option.
Oh, really?
Yes, they have, Sean.
Really? And you believe that?
Well, you know, I believe it because we're all looking at it very closely. So, does she have the vote? Sure, she does.
Okay.
And I actually don't think the impact will be quite as great in November as Pat Caddell and others are anticipating. Because this is historic. It's 75 years in the making.
You are dreaming.
I am worried about members voting no and then going back to their Democratic base being disaffected in districts. So I don't think it's going to be that big of an effect. You realize that the government is going to be taking over the insurance industry. Now, am I saying this? Joe Biden said it this morning. You know that. Joe Biden said we're going to control the insurance industries. They've done a great job, you know, with the auto industry and everything else they've tried to take over. This administration,
Medicare is broke.
This administration is trying to take over everything and literally socialize this country. And a lot of people think that's a good idea, but at least let's call it what it is. What it is socialism.
Let me actually agree with a point that Caroline's making here, because I know you're shocked. You look like you're stunned. Here, I think the Democrats have painted themselves into the corner. And actually, I've heard that there was on Capitol Hill this week, there was a meeting with Democratic pollsters and members, and in the meeting, they basically said, you vote against the bill, you're going to hear from your Democratic base. You're in trouble. If you vote for the bill, you're in trouble.
That's what I'm saying.
They have painted they have painted themselves into this corner, which they didn't have to do.
There's going to be a big rally here in Washington, D.C. this week on Saturday.
Are you going tomorrow?
I can't make it, unfortunately, but I think that's going to determine what really happens here on Sunday. If the people show up and they really voice their opinion, I think some of the Democrats would back down. I don't think they'll give in to
those details, by the way, of that rally, the Tea Party rally on Capitol Hill Saturday morning. It's on my website, Hannity.com.
An example of this battle of good versus evil. We are literally fighting against evil. I never thought, and I grew up on a plantation in Alabama, I never thought that there would come a time in our country that we would have to fight with the type of evil that we are dealing through. Alabama, on a plantation down in Alabama, right outside of Montgomery, Alabama. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think I would ever be on a panel with someone who thinks that providing health insurance to poor people in the United States is evil.
That's right. That's not what I'm saying.
What
are you saying?
You literally have the government wanting to take over your life and tell you how to do it. He wants us to take care of people who really will not get up and take care of themselves.
You know, poverty isn't caused by lack of will. Poverty is caused by institutional factors.
I have changed the White House from the White House to Big Mama's house. Michelle,
oh my goodness.
You know, from White House to the Big Mama house.
I find that to be so.
Because Michelle,
I find that to be racist. That's offensive.
Michelle,
want
to tell us
racist?
Yes, actually, absolutely. I'm sorry. Being black doesn't mean you can't be a racist.
No, you can't.
When we come back, Michael W. Smith and Franklin Graham. Straight ahead.